Man, how are we doing? So, hopefully this is on. Yep, there we go. Now, as promised, we're dropping a live today, but we're also going to be dropping a live tomorrow and one again on Sunday morning if we can. Now, today's live is all about building your dream destination and building your dream outcome and why this is overlooked. Now, if we don't get this right, or if we don't put effort into this, then we can never know what it is we're aiming for. Now, on my program, or after having many chats with men, this is the one stumbling block that they fall into, is they don't know what it is that they're getting into. They don't know who it is that they want to become. They don't know why they're taking certain action steps. Now, if you don't know why you're doing something, or you don't know the man you want to be, then you're not going to take effective action. And you cannot afford to do that. All you have to do is understand what it is that you want when it comes to your health and fitness journey, or the journey you're on, and why you want to accomplish that specific goal. It blows my mind that majority of men do not know this, and that's the reason that they lack consistent action, consistency day in and day out with their development, and can never accomplish their goals when it comes to health and fitness, or any goals for that matter. Now, I want you to really put the work in with this. In fact, we just dropped a video in the Facebook group about 10 minutes ago called The Value in Vision Finder. So this actually details how we can build our values, why values are important, and it correlates with this live today as well. So these two go hand in hand. But in that live, we're giving you the information on how to build your values, how to select them, why they're important for you as a man to really create that foundation, but also how they can help you create better decisions that are going to be aligned with what it is you're doing and what it is that you want to try and build into. Now, when it comes to you achieving a certain goal, or you understanding your end outcome and why you want to accomplish that, we first need to dive deep into identity. Now, I've spoken on identity a lot. Now, your identity is a sum total of your behaviours, your actions, your thoughts. It's who you are as a man. It's how you show up day to day, each and every day. We need to build this and know this and understand it and align it with our goals, so we can step up our progression, step up our urgency, and really find our values and take action each and every day. Now, this is what this training is all about today. It's about the man you are today versus the man that you're going to become. But to bridge that gap, there's going to have to be behaviours that are going to have to be developed in your identity. So in the live that we just dropped, or in the video we just dropped 10 minutes ago, we're speaking on non-negotiables, and we spoke on this on our private stories today. Now, men, when it comes to your weekly schedule, I understand we're busy, right? Work, family, kids, life's hectic, life's going on, and it's hard to really make yourself priority. You have 7 days, right, to take certain action steps to help boost you forward to progression, or take you back into a place that might not longer serve you. What I tend to do, and what we tend to do with our clients, is obviously fit it around their lifestyle, but have some sort of daily schedule or daily checklist of 3 to 5 action steps that are non-negotiables for you, that can help you move the needle, move the progression, that you know if you get these specific actions done, then you know you're going to be making progress. Now, in these action steps, they can be big, they can be small, but make sure it fits in with what you want to do. Now, can this be attending the gym that day? Can it be prepping your food? Do you need to start on a specific task with your business, or a project that you've been putting off for a while? Like, what are these non-negotiables, okay? But we know these non-negotiables by understanding what the fuck we are doing, our goals, our visions, and understanding the end outcome. Now, this is bigger than work. This is bigger than family. This is who you are as an individual and why you're here, why you want to accomplish the goals that you're setting out to accomplish, okay? Because if you don't know your why, like we've spoken on, you're going to take action for about a week, 2 weeks, and you're going to fall back into the same old behaviours. Now, to be self-leaders, we want to think consistency. We want to show up majority of the time. This does not mean being perfect, but it means we're giving life a good fucking go day in and day out. But for you to do that, you need to know who it is you are. You need to know your values. You need to know what it is that you're doing. And this is why we speak on values a lot. And we're bringing clarity towards values, because it's not spoken on enough. And as men, it's very vitally important that we understand what it is we value, because that's the foundation for us. And without a solid foundations, our actions become meaningless, our actions become chaotic, our thought patterns become chaotic, and we're not really in a steady state to build anything that we want to build. And when I'm talking about building, I'm speaking about your character as a man. When you build and work on your character, your decision making is going to be better when it comes to life, but also your nutrition, your training. You're going to show up for yourself more, you're going to have more energy, and you're going to be taking that step towards that dream outcome that we're speaking on. Right? So today's live, again, what I want to touch on and really put the energy towards is, what does that dream outcome look for you? Like, if you accomplish the goals that you want, how will you truly feel? What does that dream outcome look like? What will your confidence levels look like? What sort of shape will you be in? How will you truly feel about you? How will you conduct yourself from a day-to-day basis? What action steps will you be taking? How will people view you? This is the amount of depth that we have to focus on when it comes to building a dream outcome. Just saying that you want to lose a few pounds isn't enough, and it's not going to cut it, because there's not enough motivation in that. How is that going to get you excited to get up in the morning and go after your day? Man, you should aim to have a paragraph written out, right, of your dream outcome, of how you want to feel, how you want to look, the actions and behaviours that you want to live from each and every day, the values that you want to live from, your fucking foundation. Because if you're struggling to take action, or if you haven't been consistent for years now, this is the main reason. It's because you have vague goals with vague action steps, and there's no real plan going on behind the scenes. Men who get results in our program, or men who get results in general, are men who know exactly where it is they're going. Are men who know their values, what they represent. And all this translates and correlates into their actions, their decision makings, their thought patterns, the building of their behaviours, their beliefs. And if they see that something's holding them back, we reflect on it, or they reflect on it, and they go again. But I guarantee you now that they all know their dream outcome. And this is why we put a huge emphasis on this inside our Leader 365 program. We put a huge focus on your values, your vision, what it is you represent, and what that dream outcome looks like. And you'll be blown away by how many men do not know this, or detail this, or put effort towards this. And yet they wonder why they're not consistent. They wonder why they're only consistent for about 2 days out of the full 7 days of the week. Men, if you want to get results, we need to be more consistent. But to be more consistent, we need to have a plan in place and know exactly what it is we're doing. But again, we're not aiming for perfection here. We're aiming to do a little bit better than we did yesterday. Now, one thing that you have to do is just make that commitment. Make that commitment to yourself today that regardless on what happens, you're going to make progress and you're going to go forward. Now, we both know there's certain things that you have been putting off. There's certain action steps that you have been putting off. Have you started the gym yet? Have you been telling yourself for months now that you're going to start the gym, but we're now in October as of today, and you're still not started the gym? You've been telling yourself for months that it's time to get your nutrition sorted, but you get back from home, work every night, and you're eating all the fucking chocolate in the house. You're doing this every night. So what action steps need to take a priority here? What behaviours do you need to start building? How can we increase our energy levels? How can we increase opportunities? How can we increase how we feel about ourselves? So the plan of action I'm sending you today is to detail what the fuck that dream outcome looks like. How you'll feel, how you'll look, the values that you'll live by, the action steps that you have to take, the behaviours that you're building, how you truly will view yourself. the level of your confidence levels. All of this matters. Because if you can get crystal clear on this, then this will help you with your actions. It will help for you to put fuel in your fire and to take action when the motivation isn't there. Because if we don't have that crystal clear vision or that dream outcome, when motivation goes, which it will, because it's fleeting, then you're going to be left with nothing. And you're going to take action on nothing. But if you know your dream outcome, when the motivation goes, you'll still be able to progress forward and take continuous action. That's the key here. And if we break down the whole year, 365 days of the year, how much are you showing up for yourself? Are you only showing up 5% of the time, 10% of the time? Are you showing up 70% of the time? We call it the Leader 365 program because we focus on each day as a building block. We want to show up majority of the year. Now, sometimes that takes a while to get there. But that's why it's not a quick fix. Because there's certain behaviours and beliefs that are going to have to be shifted. And to do that, it takes time. It takes patience. But it takes work. It takes commitment. So make that commitment today that you're going to build your dream outcome. You're going to understand why it is that you are wanting to make progress. Why this journey matters to you. And what it is that you want out of it. If you can do that, you're going to be way ahead of the game. And you're going to be ahead of most men. Now, to take my experience from it, after speaking to a lot of men over the past 4 or 5 years, this is the number one stumbling block that they all seem to be in, is they cannot detail their fucking dream outcome. Man, if you do this today, you'll make a lot of progress. Now, make sure you check out the video we just dropped on the value and vision builder. We dropped it literally about 10 or 15 minutes ago. And in there, we help you detail and break down how you can build your values and why they're important. Again, any questions, let me know. I'm going to be on here tomorrow doing a live as well. We've got another important training coming your way. Then we've got a live again on Sunday. So we've got a lot of trainings coming out for the free group for men. And again, if you need me to speak on anything in particular, drop me a message, drop me a DM. If you have any questions, let me know. But make that fucking commitment and let's take action, okay? Any questions, let me know and I'll see you all soon.